Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is a full face of e.l.f. products, new e.l.f. products that I got, bar three things. I have already purchased 3 items. Yeah, so I'm just going to get started. I'm going to talk about each product as we go along. So the first product that I'm going to use is the Poreless Face Primer, and this is in clear. And the main reason that I got this is because I do have a lot of pores, like I mean a lot of pores, and it's mainly in this area here, like just in the middle of my face. Oh yeah, so it's not like, oh my god, that smells like tea tree oil. Oh my god, it smells kind of really nice. Does this have tea tree oil? Yeah, infused with tea tree and vitamins A and E to keep your skin looking youthful. Oh cool. Oh my god, I actually really like that smell. I'm gonna put this in the areas that I have most of my pores. Oh, it feels really nice. I can't get over that smell. It smells so nice. I think if you're sensitive to smells, you may not like this product. It feels more moisturizing than the Professional. If you have tried the Professional, it kind of feels a little bit drier to this. This does have a tacky feel as well, like very slight, but it's a little bit tacky, so this is good. It's a good indicator that it might keep your foundation on a little bit longer. The next product that I have is foundation, and this is the oil-free SPF 15 Sunscreen Flawless Finish Foundation in Natural. This was previously the shade Porcelain. They just said they changed the name and it's the same foundations. The back of the foundation, it gives you like drug facts, like the active ingredients. So the active ingredient in the foundation, which I was going to touch on, is titanium dioxide, and that is a UV reflector which will cause flashback in your photos. This foundation claims to be lightweight, oil-free and a semi-matte finish, so it doesn't say what kind of coverage it gives, so I'm kind of curious to see. I have like a bit of redness and a few like pimples. Oh, it's actually quite thick. Can you see that? I'm going to put like 2 pumps on my hand. I'm just going to start off with my cheeks first, and I'm going to use my beauty blender or my compaction sponge from Real Techniques because I use this all the time. The colour is slightly off. If they had like maybe a shade or 2 lighter, this might have worked for me. The coverage of it is more medium. I wouldn't say it's full coverage at all, but I wouldn't say it's like too light of a medium. I'd say more, I don't know, I think maybe more medium to full, but like it's definitely not full coverage. I'm just going to put another layer on to see how buildable the coverage is, and if it does get a little bit more full coverage, because that's the kind of foundation that I prefer. Okay, this is definitely not my colour, but after 2 layers it actually does build up well. It feels a little bit more cakier, like it doesn't feel lightweight, which is weird because that's what it claims to be, a lightweight foundation. But the coverage is really nice after 2 applications. If you like it lighter, maybe just use 1 layer, but I really like my foundation to be quite full coverage. And as for like, it does feel tacky, so you might want to set it. It does kind of seem a little bit more dewy than a semi-matte, but keep in mind that I did use a damp sponge, so that could be what's causing it. So far I do like this foundation, except maybe around my nose area there's a little bit of texture. Just a little bit. I think my nose is just really dry, to be honest. I do think it dries down darker than than when I first applied it, so that's a bit annoying. But oh my god, my nose is so itchy. Onto concealer, and this is the under eye concealer and highlighter duo thing. There was a, you know, just like a usual concealer that is just a concealer, but they didn't have fair, they only had light beige, and that looked way too dark, so I got this one, and this is in fair and glow. And Honestly, I was looking up the directions on how to use this, and it's like apply conceal under the eye area and gently pat in. Add highlight cream to get an instant brightening boost. Highlighter can also be used as an as an eyeshadow base. Initially when I first bought this, I was kind of like, oh, this might be like a highlighter for, you know, like the highest point of your face. But when it said that, I don't know. It's like very white. Oh my god, did that foundation just got really dark? It has like little bits of like speckled glitter, like little shimmery glittery things inside, so I don't think I will like this. Maybe for like the highest points of your like eyebrow or like on the inner corner, maybe. But anyway, for now I'm just going to use the concealer. This looks very sheer. Like the coverage itself looks really sheer compared to what I'm used to. Like, oh, sorry, my camera just cut off there while I was blending one side of my face, and I just blended this out and it like literally just lifted off any sort of foundation and it looks so weird. I'm just gonna blend this eye out first and then I'm gonna zoom you in and show you. But I don't know if you can see what is happening. Just not looking great, like at all. It's grabbing onto everything, it's moving everything around, and it's just not great. Foundation kind of looks weird as well. Foundation claims to restore uneven skin tones and textures, so it's kind of doing the opposite for me. It's like bringing out my texture, which is not what I want. But anyway, I'm just going to continue on. I'm going to put concealer on my eyelids. Oh my god, this makes me so nervous. God. No. Doing the same thing on my nose and on my eyelids. I don't know why. So I think it is a hard pass on the Duo. The highlighter might be nice for, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it under my eyebrow. Just there. And maybe a little bit in here. I might add a nice little glow. Okay. It's actually not that bad for like a liquid highlighter. It's very subtle, very, very, very subtle. So next is to set my under eyes and my eyelids, and I'm going to set that with my under eye powder from e.l.f. This I actually really, really like. I got this a few weeks ago and I actually do really, really like it. So next to set my whole face, and to do that I'm going to use the e.l.f. HD powder in sheer. This is a loose powder. So what this claims to be is just like it combats fine lines, it sets your foundation in place, but this does contain silica, which it causes flashback, and this does have titanium dioxide. So silica and titanium dioxide, I'm sure it will cause some sort of flashback. It has a better design to the powder, and I think I know what they mean, because if you look at the packaging, it has like this kind of like, it has the sieve, but then it has like this cover to go over the sieve, so it doesn't have all this powder coming out like normal powders, kind of like this one. So you know the way it kind of sits on top, whereas you can just like pour it as much as you want. And then it also in the lid has like powder here, so I'm assuming you just like tip the powder out onto the lid, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, I definitely did that wrong. Yeah, a lot actually does come out, so as you can see the powder's there and everywhere. So I'm just going to take a face powder brush. Okay, so actually after using that I feel like it tamed, ooh, what is that? I feel like it tamed down a little bit of my texture, which is good. That's what I want. I don't want texture. So definitely you can see it on the forehead. It like blurred it out. It's really soft. It doesn't, it's still kind of a bit tacky because I didn't really use that much. But yeah, so far I do like that. It's hard to tell with powders straight off the bat because sometimes you will like it, but then further on during the day you can start seeing it like really bunching up. To the next product, and it is the, well, it's eyebrows, and it is the liner and brow cream in medium brown. I usually use a pomade. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. Yeah, I would say it is a little bit more ashy. It's not as warm as the, or as neutral as the Anastasia one. I actually really like this eyebrow cream. It is really creamy, but I think that's good in a way because a little goes a long way, and it is very pigmented, so you kind of want to use just a small bit at a time. I actually really like that, and I definitely see myself using this again. Next, back onto my face. I'm gonna go in like bronzer and contour, so I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Contour blush and bronzer duo, and this is what it looks like. This is in St. Lucia. This is like, I think this is one of the lighter shades that they have, but this is really nice, especially when you're pale. Go in with a smaller angled brush, and I'm going to actually contour out my cheeks with the same shade. Onto blush. I'm going to use the blush in the pan. I actually don't really like this blush. I feel like it's, I don't know, I just never really reach for it at all, so I'm just going to use it anyway. Okay, so I put the blush on. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just not loving it. I'm not obsessed with it, so I don't think I will be reaching for it, but for the bronzer and the contour shade I definitely will be. I use it all the time if you've seen my past videos. Next is highlighter, and I got the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. This is what it looks like there. And I'm gonna use the fan brush, and if I don't get a lot of payoff I might go in with my actual brush. Oh yeah. I like the way that like head on it's really subtle, but then when you turn it's like, ooh, it's glowy. So I really like that, but I'm curious to see how pigmented it is when I use my brush, which just like looks like that. Yeah, I'll definitely use this again. Oh my god, I really like this, and I think this is the more champagne-y of the few. I know there's a kind of a rosier one, and I know there's a really gorgeous gold, and I think that's for more deep skin people, but I can only imagine what it's like when you have like tan on. Okay, so next I'm gonna go on with eyeshadow, and the eyeshadow that I got is this clay eyeshadow palette, and it is in Saturday Sunsets. Now, this does not look anything like the picture in the front of the box, because I will show you now what it looks like. This is what the palette looks like, and this is what it's advertised to look like. So, Elf, what are you doing? Plasticky thing, and it shows you like where the different colours are supposed to go. Fluffy Inglot brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. So straight off the bat, that is actually quite pigmented, and it's a nice kind of neutral brown shade, so it is good for like defining the crease, but I kind of wish it was a little bit lighter. Onto the crease, I'm going to take this brush, it's stained a bit, and I'm going to take this one right here. I'm kind of just going to put this on the outer part of my eye. So it's just like a really dark eyeshadow. Oh, it's hard to like work with these, especially with the bad base. Like that concealer was just so bad. But Anyway, going on. For the lid, I'm actually going to use this one. This one's really, really pretty. Oh, okay, my stupid camera just cut off in the middle of what I was doing. So I was going to go into this shade right here, which is like a pink shade. But as you can tell in my hand, it just does not come out like pink at all. It's really chalky and powdery and has literally no pigment. All you can see is like little bits of sparkle. So I decided to go in with the gold, and this was a lot better once I applied it with my finger and when I used a little bit of like a setting spray on a brush, if you prefer to use a brush. I highlighted the highest point of my eyebrow arch and the inner corner of my eye with this. I do really like this shade. It's really, really nice, very subtle, so I do enjoy that. I hate the palette. Don't like this palette whatsoever. I might try it again just to see if it is the base. You know, the concealer was so bad, it wasn't even there when I was applying the shadows, so maybe if I use this with the proper base, it might work a lot better. But anyway, going in next to the mascara. Now the mascara is waterproof, lengthening, volumizing mascara in black. And this shows you what the mascara wand looks like, and it looks a little bit thick, but this is the product anyway. Oh, okay, the wand is actually not too thick, so I think this might be good. But anyway, I'm just going to use that. Okay, so I actually really like this mascara. Oh my god, I love how lengthening it is. This gave me so much length, and oh my god, I really, really like this mascara. Ooh. I see myself using this again. Just, it definitely gives you more length than volume. And on to the last part, and well, no, sorry, second last part. This is the lip color, the matte lip color in the shade Natural. That is the shade. It is okay. Wow, I really, really like this. I really like the feel of it. Do you know what I feel? It's kind of like it's matte, like it looks matte, but it feels like Vaseline on your lips. Like it's really nice and moisturizing. Moisturizing, but like, what is the word? Like creamy. It's really creamy when you like move your lips together. But definitely can see myself using this again. And last but not least is the e.l.f. makeup set, Mist and Set. I've been using this for so long. Left empty. I really, really like this. I like it because the mist isn't like there. It's kind of like really wide, if you know what I mean. It's like really nice. I don't know if you can tell. Really tell a difference when I'm not wearing this, because one, I look really powdery, so I feel like it kind of gives you a dewy look, but it's not meant for dewiness. I feel like it just melts everything onto your face and sets it in place. I really, really like this, and it's a lot cheaper than like the Fix Plus, which I used to always use, so I definitely will repurchase this. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.